Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris the High Guy Jacobs, and today we've got another installment of Takedown Tuesday, featuring GrOp, the Alliance, the GrOp. And our opponent will be revealed to us in about a minute when the battlefield opens. But as you can see, they are ranged slightly a little bit higher in the ratings and less participants, so we could be looking at an uphill battle. And with us being on a 2-win streak, the matchmaking will go ahead and try to put us at a harder one to obviously try to prevent this win streak from continuing. Now, just to give you guys a heads up, following today's performance, I am going to unfortunately be moving Takedown Tuesday behind the members only join subscription option. I need to provide some members only content. And truth be told, some of the best content I have for fighting is Takedown Tuesday. And so that will be following this video behind the members only wall, which can be achieved for only $6.99 Canadian a month, which equates to about $5 American. This will help support the channel, help support the content, put out better content, and obviously provide better content for the viewers. Now, here we go. We are up against, let's take a look here. What are we facing off against so far? We've got a handful coming in, 112,000, 88,000, 78,000. So the first one, 112,000 coming in, but only 5 million kills. So this person doesn't fight very much. 88 million, 76, 89... 75. So far, nothing we can't handle. And with our overpowering numbers, this should be a pretty easy win if they don't see a bit of a change up in the numbers here. We're going up against MASt, Master Immortals. That's the alliance we're up against. I'm not sure exactly what region they're in, but this is what we are looking at. Let's hope that we get to continue our win streak. We've got 23 who have joined so far. Let's see if we can't be quick on the double. Okay. Which one is he rallying? Rallying their heli. Okay. So we got a minute and a half left to go, guys. We are ready to rock. It is currently 23 against the 6 that have stepped in. 112,000 is their top player so far. And basically from that, we should be okay to run rampant. It looks like if they don't have more people joining, this is going to be a pretty one-sided fight, which is a little unfortunate for them. We're still missing 6 players. Which is a little unfortunate. We're still missing 6 total players. Let's see if we can't at all everybody. (23-6). 38 seconds left to start on the clock. 24, that brings in another one. This should be pretty one-sided, though I will say we do have some lower mites in our groups. Someone like Pepsi at only 21 million is obviously a little bit behind. Someone like, let's see who else we have. Pug at 47 million is a little bit below what they've got on their side. They now have 7. Let's see what that other person comes in at. The 7th is going to be back over here. M-Pack, another 84. You know, if they had the right amount of players, if they had their players show up, it would be pretty effective. So we're going left straight to this side. Let's attack here, create our squad, send out our rally, or send out our march. Wait for the rally. Let's join this rally because we are on that side. We're going to send that rally march, and then I'm going to send and join this helipad march as well with my ranged troops. Now I'm going to board the track here. I'm going to send my Adut Raigaro. I'm using a Dut Raigoro instead of a Dut Miyamoto because a Dut Raigoro will have more stayability in the game or in the fight. And a Dut likes to be in the fight for a long time. So having someone like Raigoro or Bianca or someone else with a shield will be very beneficial. But as you can see, I'm still behind in my speed. So my riders are a little slow, but I of course haven't put much into them, so that seems about right.
Over here, right?
Now remember, we're bottom side, we're left side, so we're going to the other side here.
Do you plan to conquer the jungle?
Bella, keep moving, thank you.
Follow closely. This road is rough.
And we're just going to send our Bella over and see if we can't take the helipad early. So, what are we up against here? Now they have 8. 25 to 8. This is going to be a pretty one-sided fight, I think.
Follow closely. This road is rough.
Oh, what else? No, you. Why are you there?
Away, Emperor.
Oh, you didn't make the train.
Follow closely.
I see.
Follow closely.
That's okay.
This road is rough. Follow closely. This road is rough.
Did I get the other one as well? All right.
Away, Emperor.
Well, we're going here. And we're going to move over to start doing some zombies. In the meantime, we've got rallies marching. Right? Those rallies are targeted at their helipad, so that's going to be what we're moving on. But our next target from here has to be all the zombies. Got the operations bases are being sealed. But again, we're overwhelming right now. 25 to 8 is going to be hard for them to come back from. In any condition of fighters, really. We're going to send these guys right over here, straight from the beginning.
Do you plan to conquer the jungle? Do you plan to conquer the jungle?
Now, we've got that helipad.
Lead the
Let's
way.
go ahead and relocate.
Over here, right?
I want to relocate right to here. There we go. Now we're up front. Now we're ready to rock.
Do you plan to conquer the
Got 2 marches in for rallies against their helipads, which are currently walking. And we're getting ready for zombies on our side. Now, if we look, our numbers are pretty overwhelming. Right side is a little slower,
Do you plan to conquer
but
the
that's
jungle?
okay. We're all going to meet in the middle anyways. Let's see if they've brought... Okay, so they have brought over here. Let's see who they've got. Bomb ender, there's their 110, so they've got another one there. So they've got a couple of big hitters, which will be good to fight against.
Do you plan to conquer the jungle? Follow
But again, we're 26 to 9, so we're going to be pretty overwhelming unless they can bring their participation numbers up.
Lead the way, Emperor. Lead the way, Emperor.
Let's wait for this Bio Tyrant. Marches are on their way, as you can see by the dots here. We've got Thunder headed this way, and we've got Julia headed this way. Both for the helipads, because we're going to try to take those early, okay? Let's go ahead and shrink that. Wait for that Bio Tyrant, which should be showing up here shortly. I don't remember exactly when on the clock it is. Gotta get that Bio Tyrant first. Once we have the Bio Tyrant, we're going to start pushing hard into them. Bio Tyrant's coming up. 52 minutes is when it spawns.
Lead the way, Emperor.
Now, with the amount of people that we have on it, we should burn it pretty quickly and then benefit from having the buff real fast. See, real quick. And now we can start moving our troops in.
Over here, right? Lead the way, Emperor.
And now we can start moving our troops in. Now you can see our rally is being attacked,
Lead
which
the
is
way,
fine.
Emperor. Do you plan to conquer
They're going to try to defend against it, but it's not going to really matter much. In the process, let's get in here to the fight. And let's start working on these characters. We've got a crumpled foreskin. Let's beat off a crumpled foreskin first. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. Now we're going to focus on bombing. Take him out one at a time. Still got 5 minutes until we have the meeting there. Our rally is currently going very well, and they have swarmed it. Now, swarming it is going to give us tons of extra points. All right, sorry about that. Had to take care of a family emergency. So, the rally's still going. We've got rallies going on both sides. Our rally has made it there. Let's actually recall that. We can recall from both sides now if we wanted. Who is this player here? Let's go ahead and take a look. 112,000. Player 03. Storm. Natty. Let's go ahead and bring all of our troops back, shall we? Oh, look at that fight happening here. Hey, let's bring it in. Let's keep going. We fight Kuma on this side, because we see a Jaden. And you got Jaden with Mai, so they're going to be doing no damage. It's got a Liam on the field. Now, this one here in the back here, this Tom and Eddie, or Tom and Charlie, is actually going to be pretty tanky. But we're going to target it anyways and overrun it. Let's focus on the Sarge next. I kind of want to take him and put him back inside of this. Bring the rest of my troops out. Let's fight Bauman so he can't actually get away. Now, they're taking us out of this big fight, but the truth is we're still over-dominating, so let's come back. We don't need to chase too much. See what we're at like for points. 40,000 already. We're already dominating in their in the point structures, 3,200 to 11,000. But again, we're 26 participants against only 12, so where it's very, very... it's very one-sided. We can be honest about that. Now we're going to focus on Kuma here. Let's see if we can focus on Kuma right back at home. In the process, let's go ahead and relocate up front here. Right near the helipad, actually right behind these guys. Oh, we don't have any relocators left. I waited too long, that's my fault. Okay, we've already beat him once. Let's keep going. Let's fight on the Sarge. So we're already over the max points that you need for max rewards, because you only need 15,000 for that. And the rest of what we're doing now is just going to win the game, right? So we're pushing for operations bases, which we currently have possession of. We're pushing for these helipads to keep the fight in their neighborhood. And because we are overwhelming them in other numbers, it just makes it much easier for us to be able to get map control. All right.
Lead the way, Emperor.
Oh, this guy's been attacking me this whole time, and I've just been letting him, eh? That's okay. We'll bring everybody back. You can take advantage of those guys. Because truth be told, in all honesty, my ranged is poo-poo buckets.
Here, right?
Right? My ranged, I already know, is not very good.
Over here, right?
Well, let's finish beating up Sarge here. This might hurt a little bit, but, you know.
You'll die.
Always attacking at home is worth it because you end up removing players from the game, and they're already at a disadvantage for not having enough. They've only got 12, right? We've got more than 2 times as many players as they do. That's a huge disadvantage for them. I wish there was an ideal or the timer for when you had more coming for your relocators, that you were able to kind of prep it a little bit easier, but can't be too greedy, right?
Over here, right?
15 seconds at the bio building. Let's see how we're looking in the middle. Well, they haven't really pushed, so we don't have much of a need. We've been keeping them focused at their operations bases, and they haven't really had a chance to focus on the middle. And because we have so many extra players, it's not much of a... Ooh, tasty noodles. I'm a fan of tasty noodles.
I'll vanish if you don't keep it on.
Let's see where tasty noodles is coming from.
Take center stage.
Tasty noodles, 176 million. Oh boy, that's going to be a rough one.
Now, you want me to take center stage. Over here, right?
Ah, why did I put that in region? There we go. That's where I wanted to send it in the first place. Okay, now we've got these guys.
Lead the way, Emperor.
Let's bring Thunder out. He can absorb some damage.
Lead the way, Emperor.
Pardon my nose. So the operations bases are still being attacked and swarmed.
Lead the way, Emperor.
Let's, but we got Tasty Noodles. He's going to be punching really hard.
Lead the way, Emperor.
He's going to have tier 6 and probably pretty stacked.
On my mark, big boy. Lead the way, Emperor.
Have no fear, Peterson is here. Have no fear, Peterson is here.
Well, I'm not doing too bad. I'm surprised. I'm actually not doing too badly. I anticipated it being a whole lot worse. Do you know what I mean? Like, I anticipated it being a whole lot worse, but it's really not that bad. Let's send this over here. Because they're not able to really hurt me. And I'm faster than them? What? Wowza, okay. I'm gonna put myself in the garrison lead up front here. Go. Let's reinforce and make sure that my Thunder Tom, where's my Thunder Tom, is in the lead. And then make sure that it's in here to help take down these guys. Perfect. This is what happens when you have a big group and you're able to work together. Continue focusing on tasty noodles. Send them home.
Follow closely. This road is rough.
Head on over here. Oh, they burned Pug.
Road is rough.
Oh boy. Bombman's 110, so like it makes sense why he'd be burning him, but MPAC isn't. Now, we're still at a decent heading. They've got now 13 to our 26, so they've gone up I think 11, or they've gone up I think 3 compared to ours. Where we hit the ground running with 26 already. But that's only 26. We should have 29 at least. There's 3 people that we're missing. And rallying Bombman is not, or hitting Bombman right now or swarming him isn't necessarily going to be the best idea because he is going to hurt hard. Well, it's not doing too bad. Thunder Tom is Thunder Tom, man, I'm telling you. It's still a wall to have to get through. The difference is when we're swarmed like this, he's getting hit with a whole bunch more skills, which is why it ends up hurting more because now you're in effectively individual damage. Right? The only difference is you're not fighting a 1v1, so they only get 1 rage skill versus you having, you know, 1 every whatever. Like, they get 1 rage skill, pardon me, versus, you know, if you have 10 people doing it, they each get a rage skill. So, we're able to burn them down that way. So, we've pretty much pushed the field. We're 20 minutes down into the game. We've got 38 minutes left to play. We've pushed pretty hard to get them out of here. Sarta, Thenkai, Decastrophe all sitting there cruising up towards 200,000 points. Next, let's bring that back here. Let's get these decimators.
Do you plan to conquer
We're going to have the tyrants up again here soon.
this road is rough.
In about a minute and a half.
Plan to conquer the jungle. Follow closely.
Let's move up front here.
Do you plan to conquer the jungle? Do you plan to conquer the jungle?
Are you kidding? Oh, I'm so irritated. That's a rough one. Jeebus.
Follow closely.
So I think I must have moved back, did he? Or did he move to this side? Yeah, he moved over to this side. To help them there. That makes sense. Okay, let's join some rally. Where is that? Oh, he's rallying Bombman. I wouldn't rally Bombman. Wouldn't rally the guy. You don't need to. Swarming him is just okay. You know what I mean?
Follow closely. This road is rough.
We're not going after the operations base, so I don't have to worry about that.
This road is rough.
He's a brand new recruit. We just picked him up literally a couple of days ago. So for him to be able to jump in here and show off like he is, that's real good. Granted, he is, you know, 125 million, I think, on his side. So he's got some beef behind him.
Swift like a bird. Swift like a bird. Have no fear. Peterson is here.
What's this? Good luck, hi guy. Zombies. That's what happens when you.
Follow closely.
That's what happens. Yeah.
This road is rough.
Yeah, that's what happens. Unfortunately, when you have an active one, those relocators are very, very, very special. Do you know what I mean? Like they're very. You have to be very. Oh, I've said very a bunch. You have to be very cognizant of how you use them. Those relocators.
Watch your back.
But we're going to take the Bio Tyrant on the left. We've already got the one on the right. We're pushing their forward areas. They're still attacking. I think we just had a whole bunch of people move into this area. Yeah, Sarda moved up. Decastrophe moved up. These are our big hitters. Farjam. I don't know why Sash is there. That's impressive. He's got balls. Ooh, they got Harky. No, I don't want to do that.
Swift like a bird.
That's not what I want to do. I'm going to bring you guys back, to be honest.
Have no fear.
Refresh my marches.
Here.
I want to see who this Harky guy is. 85 million. 80, 72, Impact 84. See, they're a lot more concentrated in their might. They're all, you know, right around that 90 million, while we have some 40 millions in some. But Farjam's at 80 million. Sash is in here. Like, that's crazy. Sash is in here at 35, still holding his own. All right. So, big fight. Still, as you can see, Harky's feeling it. Decastrophe and Thenkai coming in, pushing hard. Focusing on them individually. As soon as you see those cars hit the field, you know exactly that they're going to be getting weak. Sash is still defending his own up here. I'm still very impressed. Not sure why Duck just moved away, though. No, not Duck, sorry. Thenkai moved away, though. That's okay. Jess moving in now. 55 million. She's got a set on her. She's fairly new, though, I'll be honest. She just got here. Not got here, but she's fairly new to the game. Like, well, I don't even know if that's true. Like, she's been around a lot, but she, you know, she learns. She likes to fight, which is good. I think the biggest part of this game is just being able to fight and just wanting to fight. You know what I mean? You have to want to get in there and get dirty. See, now we're all back there and we're finally pushing them back. So let's send out... Let's look up here. Let's send out full mass deploy. And let's send out our full squads, right?
Humanity must evolve. Embrace your potential.
Send out 5 full. Right to the fight. Tasty Noodles is coming to the left. Or, yeah, coming to the right-hand side, or the top side, sorry. Got a couple of relocators so people can move. Another fight. Miss R in here doing some damage. Pushing up towards their forward outpost. Mama Bear in for the defense. Sarge here targeted with some cars on the field being wiped out early. Bauman coming in with no HP, trying to help in the fight, get sent home. The Sarge up here, we got Mai for some reason leading when she's not putting out damage, also getting home. Cynthia Mai up at the top here. Again, a coordination that doesn't deal a lot of damage. Sitting with low HP, about to get sent home. Not sure why they're not targeting her instead. Target the Cynthia, then move over to the Adut, but all together. Let's do this. Crumpled Foreskin coming in with some really weird pairings. You can obviously tell he's either inexperienced or doesn't have the matchups. Send the Peter home. Now we're going to send the Siogina home. Nobody left. Now we're still pushing into that into the forward outpost here at the other side of the map. They are tanking it pretty well. Unfortunately, Mama Bear is doing a really good defense here with her, who looks like Rigoro and a Dut. Okay. Well, see, Rigoro and Dut is not a bad pairing. It's going to allow a Dut to allow more triggering for her skills. It's going to allow them to beef it up, and with Rigoro leading, it's going to be a much more defensive line, able to tank a lot more. Mama Bear, however, not able to withstand the potency of so many attackers, getting sent home repeatedly, one after the other. The Sarge is coming back in again, waiting to make the march. And finally, my troops are going to be able to make the walk. I've finally been able to get here. At least, mostly. These guys are looking to be going. Tasty Noodles is going up to the left here. Looks like they're going to be pushing out the left side helipad.
This is the start of the new world.
That's not necessarily a problem. In the process, let's move over to this forward outpost and see if we can't take it out in the process.
I haven't lost my edge.
15 seconds on the middle. Let's see if we've got that prepped and planned. Good. Charmander King and Pepsi are there for the recover. Let's go. Send that in first. Send this in second. Perfect.
Over here, right?
Bring the Miyamoto. Let's go attack MPAC.
Over here, right? Up with the head.
Make sure we send them home one at a time. And with all of these people, Pug here and myself, should be able to destroy that march pretty quickly.
Lead the way, Emperor.
There we go. Good points. Now we're moving over to the forward. He's still defending Mama Bear. Really impressive, Mama Bear. 26 participants to 14. They've now had a decent amount of pickups for their team. We're still sitting at 26 off the gate, which is really why we're able to push so hard. This is another proof, guys. More evidence. 30 minutes in. We are rocking 35,000 to 4,300, 4,400. And most of this game is all because of our overwhelming numbers. 26 players versus 14. Doesn't matter how you slice it. They have more compressed might than we do. And yet we're still able to fight it off better. And I think a lot of that just comes down to the fact that we have overwhelming numbers. You should have a full squad every single time. If your alliance is struggling to get a full squad together, you need to focus on recruiting some talent. One of my next videos, I'm going to talk a little bit about how to run an alliance, how to recruit for an alliance, how to build up that community. Because truth be told, I think consider my opinion biased. I think the GrOp is one of the best alliances I've ever been a part of. I'm very proud of the players that we've managed to recruit. I'm very proud of the participation that we managed to achieve. And, the numbers that we're able to put out for being a younger and smaller alliance is pretty crazy in my opinion. Now, again, we're just targeting the individuals one at a time that aren't going to do much, or aren't doing much damage, or are more defensive, or aren't. Actually, we're targeting the ones that should be doing the most damage, and obviously the least tanky. So in this situation, let's target the Adut Miyamoto, and let's go ahead and try to send them home. Because Adut and Miyamoto are both skill heroes, so they're going to be punching out a ton of damage, but not having very much defense. So let's go ahead and send them home just a little at a time. Focus on the next one we can reach. Killing out Storm here. So they managed to end up taking the left side or the bottom side helipad. But our push, for example, is a lot harsher than them. So let's keep it going. Now let's go ahead and start picking them off from behind because they're chasing Sasha. So while they're distracted, we go ahead and kick out the stragglers. Next, we can focus on this Miyamoto. Because we can reach that Miyamoto. Now they're coming back, so we can reach that Miyamoto a lot easier. And now we can target the Adut.
Lead the way, Emperor.
Player 03 is one of their 115 million players. However, not very many kills. So we know that they're not much of a fighter.
Over here, right?
Let's retract our marches back over to this operations post. And then obviously this operations base. We'll do one, then the other.
Lead the way, Emperor.
Charmander King is sending one against the operations base, which is great. 15 seconds for the Bio Tyrants.
You don't keep an eye. I'll vanish if you don't keep an eye.
Over here, right?
Let's see what our damage is like against this guy.
Guns don't discriminate.
That's actually, again, not very bad. I thought it'd be a lot worse. I thought it would be a lot worse than what it is.
Do you feel
I'll saw you in half. Rest in peace.
Well, we're doing pretty good against this player 03. I'm actually pretty impressed. Because I'm only an 84 million, 83 million, and this player 03 is 115, so if I'm able to hit as hard as I am against him, that makes me pretty happy. Continue on this point until we get it. Bio Tyrants are already down and gone. Looks like they just have a team walking around going to just capture places.
Over here,
Which is fine, they're welcome to do that, but they're not going to ever hold them, right?
right?
So now Harky's over on this side. Let's go ahead and move over here.
Over here.
Back to the helipad, right? 23 minutes left, 43,403 versus 4,549.
Follow closely. This
Harky's over there dealing some damage.
Vanish if you don't keep an eye.
Looks like my troops are being targeted
over here, right?
somewhere.
lost my edge? I have lost my edge.
Lead the way, Emperor.
Crumpled Foreskin has finally moved back out.
Lead the way, Emperor.
We can attack Crumpled Foreskin, no problem. Even with half troops, right?
Watch your back. Guns don't discriminate.
Guns don't discriminate. Let's go ahead and take this. Because right now they got Crumpled Foreskin in there.
I'll saw you in half.
And unfortunately, Crumpled Foreskin, in every of its cases, has proven to be inefficient. Onigiri. Did you just say onigiri? See, and I want to take... Who do I have? Oh, they're all... Okay, okay, let's go. Come here, Hasky. Come here, Hasky. Let's fight, Hasky, baby. Fight me, Hasky, baby. I'm a big fan of this. I just got to work on my Bianca and Victor Blackwood.
Lead the way, Emperor. Over here, right? Lead the way, Emperor.
Come on, Crumpled Foreskin. You got cars on the field. Not anymore, buddy. Watch our damage numbers. They're targeting my other one. Harky is. That's okay. Again, send my riders home. They're not my main attack anyways.
Lead the way, Emperor.
Okay, next, let's go on this one. Crumpled Foreskin in the top. Let's attack Crumpled Foreskin at home. Omen in my bottom. We're just gonna fight Crumpled him at home. There's no sense in really continuing the fight. Let's just fight him at home. "20 minutes left and we're 5 times their, or 10 times their points. I can actually get a relocate in? Are you serious? Nice. Hey man, I'll fight Crumpled Foreskin at home. What numbers are we looking at here? 14 to 40 or to 27 again. So we got 27 in now, which is great. That means that we're only effectively missing 2. I knew that 1 was going to be a problem. I knew that 1 very, very much was going to be a problem. He said he might not actually be here. So I can appreciate that, but he'll still have 2 other people that are showing up. But here's the deal, guys. If you're showing up now with 20 minutes left in the game, you're really not showing up for your team. You're really not showing up for your team. But again, we're fighting Crumpled Foreskin. Sending his marches home one at a time. 3.5 minutes left for the bio canister. We are dominating the map, as you can see. We've got total control. Let's go ahead and let's zero out Harky again. I mean, he's trying. Rigoro Tom is trying. You burn them out a couple of times so that you get rid of all their troops. That way they can't fight anymore. See what he did right there? That's a clever tactic. If you're getting burned at home and you want to save your troops, mass deploy all of your troops outside of your base. It'll take them all, you'll lose the fight, and then you can recall them. And typically if you have like the protection from like the Light of Doomsday event, that basically means that you can dump all your troops, get quote unquote burned, and then get what's it called? A shield, right? So there's ways to be able to save your troops from getting burned out like this, and he's doing this by mass deploying all of his troops away. So now that he has this, we're gonna go ahead and target his troops because he mass dropped them out, and then his place got burned. We're gonna target the Cynthia first, then we're gonna target the Julia. The easiest targets are the ones we want to focus on. Let's focus on that Julia first, Julia Chun, and then we can rotate over to the Yadut. There we go. And now we have this point absolutely dominated as well. So, let's bring those troops back. Bio building, they're still holding up, which is perfect. We've got them pushed back to their door, and we're just going to go ahead and send the MASt troops to there. See, now we can send all of our marches up front. Thunder Tom. It's probably because I have... Oh, none here.
Embrace your potential as I have.
As I have. Yeah, but have you, though? Alright, let's march them up. We got a couple of marches with cars, which means they may be the focus for it. But that's okay. This will be good, though. This makes it 3 wins in a row. 3 wins in a row. Let's see how many people we have getting max points. Holy crap. Would you look at this? 22 out of 27 are getting max points. Huh. There it is.
Over here, right?
Let's zoom in over here. You got player 03 getting zeroed by the mass amounts of groups around him. Arky's back in the fight over here. MPAC is over here. You got Tasty Noodles up on the head chasing Cobra. In the process getting smoked by the guys behind him.
Lead the way, Emperor. Over here.
This is still probably one of my favorite skins. This Anubis skin is so sweet looking. Send them home one at a time, folks.
I haven't lost my edge.
Lead the way, Emperor. Lead the way, Emperor.
We can change Harky and chase him out.
This is the start of the new world order.
I know. You want me to take
Let's focus on Harky. Focus on the weak lines. Oh, that infantry line just got melted. He didn't have very many there. Harky can't really fight against this many people. It's pretty overwhelming. Power overwhelming. Power overwhelming. These Anubis remind me of the, what are they called? Protoss. The Protoss from StarCraft. I freaking love that game, man. StarCraft was the shiznit.
This road is rough.
What are we at here? 101,000? That's good. Look at this. Look at all of these players. Nolan, 110. Fargem, 117. Unrivaled. Talk about out to show. 22. Man, that's like almost... That's crazy. That's just crazy. All right, MPAC. Fight me.
Lead the way.
Fight me, boy.
Signal.
You'll die, I'll live.
Just look at this, folks. Just look at this.
Lead the way, Emperor.
I never use speed ups. Yeah, I never use speed ups for Pompeii. I missed.
Over here, right?
What a display. 10 minutes left, 62,000 points so far. This was a dominant performance.
Lead the way, Emperor. Lead the way, Emperor. Do you plan to conquer the jungle?
And then you get this picture right here, which looks so good. I love this. So we got 9 minutes left. Absolutely dominant performance. We're just going to sit back here and wait.
Lead the way, Emperor.
I'm just going to sit back here and wait.
You want me to take center stage.
Follow closely. This road is rough.
Now, in this process, folks, I might as well take some time to, again, talk a little bit about the new community promotion that we got. Now, I'm not sure if you know this, but once you progress far enough into YouTube, you're able to create a community. And basically, for a monthly subscription of $6.99 Canadian, which works out to about $5 American, you have the ability to join the community. You get bonus emojis, you get super chats when I start streaming, access to videos before everybody else. Obviously, members-only content from now on, like I mentioned. Takedown Tuesdays will be members only after this obvious video. So if you'd like to continue getting all of these great play-by-plays or playbacks, unfortunately, you will have to become a member to get those videos. But that's, again, only because I have to be able to provide something for them as well. And I want to be able to create a community where, you know, you get what you pay for. I want to be able to put all the money that we earn here back into the stream or into the video, so we can, you know, put together better videos and you know, work at getting either an editor or, you know, practicing doing some editing myself, because as you can tell, I'm pretty basic at it. I haven't really done much of the editing practice myself, so you know, all the funds that we have are going to go towards increasing the stream, increasing the content, and making it more enjoyable for y'all to watch. Okay. Now, don't feel obligated to join. Only for those who really want to help out the channel. Again, it's only $6.99 a month, and that's works out to about $5 American. So, if you can do that, I really do appreciate it. It's going to go a long way to helping out the channel and the content. If you don't, if you just like to view, that's okay too. I love having you guys around, okay? But that's 6 minutes left in the game, guys. We are currently just waiting. We're not really fighting any much more ourselves because we've already got our points, and we want to be able to help as many other people on our team get their points. Right now, we're looking at 23 out of 27 getting max rewards. which is really awesome. That makes me really happy. The more people you can get above 15,000 points, the better, because that's where you max out for your rewards. So we've got all the way up to 23rd place earning their max rewards. 24th, 25th are a little low. They might be able to get it in time in the last couple of minutes if they push real hard. And then Sunny and Hezekiah are probably obviously going to be missing out here entirely, unfortunately. But that's okay. It's not like they're getting no rewards. They just get rewards based on their points instead versus based on their placement. So, you know, the more points they get, the better their rewards. It's not really regarding on your placement. So, but truth be told, even with the tier 6, we're doing really well. It's really one of those situations where we're able to fight it off. And again, I'm gonna say it. It's literally because of this right here: 14 participants versus 27. No matter how you slice it, that really is just insurmountable. It becomes a real big mountain to climb. Cobra over here in a 1v1 looks like losing the 1v1 versus an Adut Miyamoto, which is going to happen when you choose Cynthia. All these people leading with Cynthia, leading with Jaden. Why are you doing this to yourselves? You're just losing the fight. You're putting in the bad heroes. Oh, Felix on the field. I like to see that. That's impressive. There's a Lynn. That's a good one. Lynn Lewis. That's a good teaming. But as you can see, we're just going one at a time. MASt is getting pushed back. They're going to get sent home. They're sending home Tasty Noodles one at a time in mass groups. Tasty Noodles is focused on one at a time themselves. Probably going to head back. Nope. Coming back to the fight. Going after I Am Legend. Going to see if they can send home Miss R's Felix. Felix and Chasey on the field. Unfortunately, the armies are just insurmountable. Tasty Noodles having a real tough time with Master Jin even. I'm a big fan of Master Jin, but of course he's leading with them, so he's not going to be doing the best. He's not going to be putting out massive damage that way. Sarge coming in for a piece of the army. And you have to admit, I mean, with 3 minutes left, if you look at that score total, it becomes absolutely just catastrophic what that turnaround is. Bombin coming in. Thunder and... What? Thunder Sven? No, Thunder Jin. Okay. I guess Thunder Jin or Thunder Lee is okay. I mean, Thunder wants to stay in the fight and heal. Lee's providing a debuff, so it makes sense. You're going to have a sustainability and a debuff out there. Because Lee's got that pretty good debuff if we go check here real quick. Just so you have an idea what that debuff, why you'll see him. He's got this out front, right? So yes, he's going to hit up to 5 targets for 3,800 apiece. But he's also going to reduce their attack, defense, and HP, which is really beneficial. And once you get him leveled up and you're doing when you get him awakened and he's doing 4,600 for up to 5 targets, well, that by its own right is 23,000 damage. Okay? And then obviously getting that additional 35% debuff for 2 seconds. So having him seeing him in the field, you're going to see why, especially when you put him with the team like Thunder to have that sustainability, because they're going to have that overall, you know, group debuff going on, hitting multiple targets. And when you have this type of, you know, concentration of troops, well, you're easily hitting 4 or 5 targets at a time. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Tasty Noodles, he's only got 16 million kills at 176. So he's not much of a fighter, right? This is like not a fighty alliance. If you look, you know, most of their players don't have a lot of kills. Even 112,000, he's only got 5 million kills, right? Like this one, Harky is the one who's got the most fighting skill, I guess you could say. Like the experience between him and Sarge. And they're the ones doing the most. They're the ones that are kind of in the fight the most, right? Now, if we look over at their points, you've got, right, Harky's right up there with his points. The Sarge is right up there with his points. And Tasty Noodles is only there because he's tier 6, so he's able to fight off a whole bunch and get a whole bunch of these weaker kills in the process. But if you look at his numbers, like I said, 180 million, 176 million might with only 16 million kills just means that you're not fighting very much. Right? Look at it this way. Even at 41 million, I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't start until way late into my fighting career. So, you could look at mine and say that I'm not much of a fighter either, and I wouldn't disagree with you, because my numbers don't show that I am. Now, I give him credit. Obviously, he's still sending the marches out to fight. But when you look at the actual overall numbers, that means in the actual game, in IR, for example, Island Raid, in Archipelago Raid, or, you know, in Dark Seal fighting for territory, anything like that, he doesn't do much fighting. But that being it, guys, we got the victory, the big dub. Thenkai coming through, putting up 417,000 points. Absolutely demolishing. Let's go over these numbers. Here we are, Incubator. We got every single one. Very, very nice. Got those gathering points for those that couldn't fight, hitting out and gathering a bunch. Building points, this is what I'm talking about. You've got 46,000 building points overall. And that's with Wes almost controlling the entire field the entire time. Okay, like it was well, that's not true. You did have to fight for those points, and it was about 2/3 of the way through by the time we ended up with max. But that building points is really what's going to offset. Total kills, we demolished troops. Didn't heal very many at all, which is exactly what you want to see. And then obviously we ended up using 54 relocations. We really have to work on that, being much more efficient with those relocators to allow more people to use them. All the Bio Tyrants went to us, which led to such a dominant performance. 74,436 to 4,709. I do want to extend a very big thank you to Master Immortals for giving us a competition this week. I really hope you guys are the best out of Region 401. And, you know, keep growing, keep fighting. I hope to see you on the battlefields again soon. Okay? Thanks very much. Let's check out what we've done here to our stats. We've increased our personal best. We've gone over our kill points. We haven't done our heavily wounded troops. Our history average is a lot more, which means we didn't fight as much. But as you can see, for the last little bit, I was talking, not fighting, to allow more of our teammates to get that 15,000 limit. And then obviously right here, healed units at 0. I don't heal units in Pompeii. It's not worth it. Save your healing speed ups for something like AR, IR, DS, things like that. And if you don't know what those acronyms are, that's Archipelago Raid, Island Raid, and Dark Seal. Okay? Or GW, Genesis War. So keep those in mind. But that's it, guys. Thanks very much for tuning into this rendition of Takedown Tuesday with the Alliance GrOp and myself, the High Guy. Thanks very much for tuning in. Again, if you want to go ahead and click that join button, go ahead. Pardon me. If you want to click that join button, please feel free. It'll really help out the cause, really help out support the channel. If you just want to hit the subscribe button and the like button, feel free to do that too. Hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you'd like to see next. And again, like I've mentioned, from here on out, I just have to remind you guys, Takedown Tuesday will be members-only content moving forward. So, that being said, I love you all. Thanks very much for the support. Love, peace, chicken grease, and for everybody else out there, stay lifted.